Greeting, this is the Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 145. Being kind can get you free benefits. So, for an overview, my favorite free benefits, and I'll talk about my approach to getting those free benefits. And then lastly, there's some status confers benefits, and just keeping track of those is important. And again, approach being kind is a gift to the staff. And lastly, I want to talk about registration staff or incentive to serve, and you should be aware of all that. Before I go into those details, I'll tell you a little bit about my channel. Hang in there, I'll be right back to tell you about the details. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter, Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com. Okay, now let me talk about my free benefits. My favorite is the room size upgrade, and I've gotten studio to one bedroom just by asking. I've even gotten a one bedroom to two bedroom by asking, and this is at timeshares, certainly at hotels as well. I've also asked for better rooms, getting an ocean view for free or getting a view of the pool. Some others I've gotten free parking, free breakfast and afternoon hors d'oeuvres. Those are more on the hotel side typically. And I'm in timeshares and all over the place. I get free water and free coffee. They often have bottled water, and depending on your status or just by asking, you can, if they have it when you check in, often you can get additional. And lastly, no booking fees. And that's typically a status issue of having a certain status than it is something you can get at check-in. But the free parking I've gotten free parking, and I'll go into that in detail. My approach to getting free benefits. First off, review the programs and learn what you have for any status that you happen to have. And if you're booking online, ask the staff what you can be, and often it's just putting a note in the reservation that they will have, that then when the staff gets it for check-in or passes that way, they often can take care of things, because sometimes moving you up in status allows more rooms available for people who don't. So if you happen to have status, you will sometimes get bumped up, so that frees up the other rooms if they're available for more people. And also opt in for any automated upgrades. So I often get, even with Hilton, I have a status where I get a free upgrade in the same size room, and I have to opt into it. So I make sure whenever I do a booking on my own, I opt in. The other thing I do is a week before check-in, I'll call and ask them to put a note in the record for any possible upgrade. I do that with hotels. I do it with timeshares. And it's not necessarily a room upgrade that I'll ask for. It might be just, hey, I'd like to be by the pool. Oh, I'd like to be on the top floor. Those kind of things. And they have complete flexibility for that. So top floor might be just a better view. And again, the other thing to do, which you're perfectly capable, is check for last minute specials. You may all of a sudden realize you can rebook the same room for 25% off because it just happened to be a special going on at the place you're staying. So it's always good to check that before that, and that's effectively you could use then upgrade yourself by using the discount on the points that you already were planning to spend to get a better room. So that's sometimes you're complete control yourself. And always ask the staff at check-in. Wait for them to say, thank you for your loyalty. I did this one time. They were doing that, and I was traveling with my brother, and I had a one bedroom, and he was going to sleep in the living room, and I was going to be in the bedroom. And I said, wow, well, I appreciate you thanking me for my loyalty. That I'm here with my brother. It's fine. We'll be fine in the one bedroom. But hey, if you happen to have a two bedroom available, I'd be happy to take that so my brother can sleep in a bedroom and we don't have to do the makeup. It'd just be convenient. Is that possible? they checked, and it was, and I did, and it was actually I had an oceanfront room from a one-bedroom oceanfront to a two-bedroom. So it can actually happen, even though that's outside the rules, because they were just thanking me for my loyalty, and I laughingly said, "Well, this would be a great way for you to thank me," and I got the upgrade because it was kind of goofy the way I did it, but it was cool. So having status confers benefits. So hotel status, not just the free breakfast that come with the free places, but sometimes having status in both with Marriott and Hilton. I very specifically got to the levels on the timeshare side. So at the hotel, I get the free breakfast, I get access to the executive lounge, and that means early check-in or late checkout or both, which can totally be this. In some cases, it means I didn't book a day at the hotel because I got an early check-in and I arrived at like 8 in the morning from an early morning flight, and they checked me in. So instead of having to book the night before to be able to get there and check in late, I actually got a free, basically did it for free. And sometimes you get status just because you have the credit card. And so I'm very clear on which credit cards I have. You want to earn the benefits anyway, but it's so much cheaper just to have the credit card and pay the annual fee than think about all the number of nights you'd have to stay there in order to have the benefits. So for timeshares, I generally have just enough points for tier status for the benefits that I want. I don't upgrade beyond that because I'll find creative ways to use my points, stretch them and so forth. So it's really, I often stop at the benefit level I want to be at. The approach to being kind is a gift to the staff. They deal with people that are stressed out all the time. That's what happens. So if you start by giving the gift of being kind, you might receive a gift. It just puts them in a greater likelihood. The whole point of this channel is to try to help people use their timeshares better. So I often meet people who are very thankful of me and who have watched my channel. So when I'm out and about with a timeshare, I'll often run into people and they'll be thanking me. So the whole idea of this channel, it can be done for you to actually get a benefit. If you act like you deserve something, you basically create some level of adversity. Even if you do actually deserve it, it's better to act like it's kindness that they're going to do to give you the benefit that you actually have. Just by that attitude, you're actually more likely to get a little bit more. And I just my personal style, I try to laugh or something, make fun of myself. I'll ask for a 2-bedroom and I'm 6'6", so I said, well, 2-bedroom because I'm just too big to be in a 1-bedroom, and I'm so awkward, or make up silly stories about myself just because I'd like it. It's not the end of the world. I'll be fine. But they want to help you if if you're genuinely kind. If you ask for a benefit in a kind manner, thinking room upgrade again, then allow the staff to book the base room for more people. So it's really you're letting them do their job better by, because often it's the smaller rooms that are more in demand. And so they might have a situation where they can help a few people out. Anyway, that's my approach. And if it works for you, good. The last thing I wanted to say is registration staff are incented to serve. And it's a service business. And the better they can do, the more people, pass that story along. Here I am doing a video for all of my channel about the wonderful things I've gotten for free, just by being nice. I've been in Hawaii and wanted to get an upgrade to a room, and it became available. I happened to be staying close by, so I drove over, talked to the manager, said, hey, can I get this upgrade? I got the points. He had some flexibility because it was within a week of me checking in, so I didn't have to go through the whole corporate thing. He was actually able to lock the room in just because I was kind and just because they do it. They're human, so people like to help people they like. So try to be likable. I mean, that's my best advice overall. Kindness given allows for kindness to be received, even though it might be their job. Make their job easy, so it's easy for you. Hope you like this. Please don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe.